My overall experience of this project was pretty good. It was nice interviewing my friend who, well, he's a family friend. It was just a fun interview, and he taught me a lot about what it means to become an aerospace engineering. And in terms of things I learned, I knew that I would have had to go through a lot of physics and calculus courses. However, I did not know how much programming was involved in this. That's something that I'll definitely need to take into consideration going into a career in this profession. But I feel prepared to take it on. It's gonna be a struggle because programming's not one of my favorite things, but I think I'll be able to do it pretty well. I just need to apply myself, obviously. And then I also didn't know just how many different components there were. Like, I knew there were different components, the big major ones like structural, engines, landing gear, and or wheels if we're talking about a car. But I didn't know how many components went into those. I knew for cars there were a lot. Like, obviously in an engine for a car, there's pistons, the carburetors, you got a turbo or a supercharger depending on different cars. But when it came to more complicated things like an airplane, that's components, like just, well, big systems like an engine. Engine's usually the easiest and most commonly known component, kind of known system in a complicated machine like a plane or a ship or a rocket. And beyond just the engine and what produces the thrust, to produce the thrust, it requires way more components than, for example, a car engine. And I knew there was a lot, I knew there was more, but I didn't know just the sheer amount. And that's something I'll have to be prepared for, is dealing with all these different components in one system. Then to do the work, I will, depends on what I'll have to do for research. I think I'd be pretty good at just researching new technologies. For actually hands-on experience, because I like being a hands-on person. I think for either two, I'll be pretty well prepared for it. I've definitely learned that honestly, programming is one of the biggest things that I could learn. That was probably the most experience I learned from that one, especially besides how many components are in a system. Learning to program has definitely been the biggest learning experience I got from this project. Then beyond that, for meeting the reading and writing demands, I feel very confident that I'll be able to meet them easily, especially because engineering is essentially boring writing. It's third person, it's very bland, it's to the point. There's no creative expression, there is no, hey, let's change that word because this synonym sounds better. It's very 2 plus 2 equals 4, not the color's blue because he's sad. It's very, very bland. So I feel I'll be more than prepared to take that on.